Sometimes he would come abroad to visit her, but even then his mind seemed to be on the work he had left behind at home. Last year, while they were together in Rome, he had said, "I made up my mind, when I was very young, that I would not only be very rich, but, if possible, the richest man in the whole country." "Papa," she had exclaimed, "it's no use looking shocked, my dear. In business, the amount of money you make is the gauge of how successful you are. I wanted to be the richest man in England, and now I think that's what I have become." "But you have nothing else in your life but your work," she had protested. "Mamma has been dead for more than 10 years now, and I think you should have married again. Then you might have had a son to train up for your empire." "No," he said firmly, "that could never be. I gave my heart to your mother, and she gave her heart to me. No one can ever take her place in my life, even if it was an angel from heaven." For a moment his face was sad, but then he smiled at her. "Besides, why should I need a son? I've got you." Most men would not have regarded a daughter in such a light, and the knowledge that he valued her so highly warmed Dorina's heart. But soon after that, he had left her to return to London. When she protested, he said, "No one can do what I do as well as I do, although in time I'm sure you'll give me plenty of competition. Therefore you understand, my dearest, that I have to go home. I have to make the people I employ do it my way and not theirs." Dorina had laughed and kissed him. "You are doing too much, Papa," she had chided him. "When I finish here, I'm going to learn the business so well that you can put your feet up and rest." On her trips home, he would take her around his factories and foundries, showing her the iron and steel works with which he created the goods that he supplied to the railways. He made tracks, girders, carriages, and engines. From the first moment, Dorina was thrilled with everything. The size, the noise, the blaze of the furnaces. It might be unfeminine, but there was something about this bellowing, controlled ferocity that excited her. She learned everything she could, and because she was truly interested, she learned quickly. Her father was delighted with her progress, although he said, "You think you're getting to know the business now, but when you really concentrate, you'll find out that there are 100 more things to learn." "I can't wait to start," she had told him firmly. Now she was on her way home for the last time, ready to take her place beside her father, as they had both dreamed for so long. She had returned through Germany, Italy, and France on a trip that was, in a way, her farewell to a life of leisure. She was entertained by the parents of girls who were more or less her own age, whose fathers had been negotiating with Mr. Radford. "I think you must have been not only the cleverest man in Europe," Dorina wrote to him once, "but also the most charming, because I am overwhelmed with invitations wherever I go." Her father wrote back saying he was very proud to have received letters from those who had entertained her, who said she was not only pretty and charming, but also as intelligent as they expected his daughter to be. And brains mattered to Papa. She knew that, so it was lucky that she had some. When she left here, she would go first to the house her father owned in London, where he maintained his society and government connections that were sometimes useful to him. Then she would travel to their real home in Birmingham, where he had a house close to his main factories. There they would work together. Dear Papa, she thought. They loved each other so much, but they had been parted too often. In future everything would be different. Now, as she walked back from the tennis court, she found Sophie Laforge walking beside her, asking her about the gown she would wear at the ball this evening. "It will be a marvellous ball," the French girl said. "Papa is celebrating his horses winning 3 races last month." "Then I must be very smart," Dorina replied. "To make quite certain, I plan to wear a dress I bought in Paris." "Then you will certainly be smart," Sophie said, and the 2 girls laughed together. As they went into the house, a servant appeared to say there was a gentleman from England in one of the sitting rooms who had asked to see Mademoiselle Radford. Dorina looked at her in surprise. Without